Hello there, folks, and welcome to yet another electric night of football in the Simulation Soccer League. We are live for the leg 2 of quarterfinals in the SSL Cup in this season. And what a set of matchups we've got in coming your way. First legs gave us everything. Now comes the real tests. For 8 teams, it's a moment of truth. Who steps into the last 4? And whose cup dream ends tonight here? We've got minors versus majors, revenge on the cards, and history begging to be written. Buckle up, folks. This is about football and cup football at its finest. Moving on to the matchups, our first match is going to be CD10 Ostretlan versus Hollywood FC, followed by CA Buenos Aires versus União Sao Paulo. Then comes the majors versus minors. Both the third and fourth match feature a majors and a minors team. In this case, the third match being Reykjavik United versus FC Kapstad, the final match being Shanghai Dragons versus AS Paris. Moving on to the first match now, it's CD10 Ostretlan versus Hollywood FC. It all kicks off with CDT and Hollywood. Gave us a wild 3-4 shootout in the first leg. Hollywood have the lead now, and CDT played bravely in the first leg. And they flip it now though. Will Hollywood's firepower be too much once again? Let's hop into the match. Yes. Teams have kicked off now. And now finds Martel. Martel making a run. Tries to find Tortellini there. Unfortunately, just wasn't able to. Amba now on the left hand side for team from Mexico. Calmly dispossessed by the Hollywood defenders there. Ukraine now tries to find Tortellini. Whitbert Tortellini was just unlucky there, wasn't he? That went into the goal. Could have been some goal. But his bad luck did not. Now though, Hollywood and another attack with Martel now. Finding space in the middle. Martel shoots, and Pete Martel opens the scoring book for Hollywood this game. It's 3 minutes have passed. Already, Hollywood have set the pace in this match. Let's look at the replay here. What a wonderful pass there. That was given to Martel by Gerd Klose. And a beautifully executed run as well. All Martel had to do was slot in the ball into the CDT net. He did so. So yes, with that, Hollywood have also increased their overall aggregate by 2 goals. And now, it's a shot! That deserved a brilliant goal at the end of it though. It was unfortunately Farhan just wide of the target. Hollywood now trying to mount yet another attack here. Already asserted their dominance in this game. Would certainly like to score 1 or 2 more goals here. This though, Cormier, James Martel. Position though, now with Mograine. Mograine now. Passes it off to Dia. Ali Dia now. Tries to find Lovrich, but ultimately though, they would have the possession though. And now, tries to take a shot. This is some really good football we are seeing from Hollywood here. That they've another corner here for Hollywood. What's now? Tries to find Tortelli, but it's overshot. Another Hollywood FC corner, throw in, I beg your pardon. Rosa now. And Vlovric. Passes it back to Mograine in the right hand side. Lydia. Finds Brooks. Johnny Elliott intercepts it and passes it back. Martellini dispossesses it beautifully. And Martel now! Martel shoots! It's 2-0 now for Hollywood FC after just 20 minutes. A goal started off because of some wonderful effort in the midfield by Squidward Tortellini. Passes it to Brooks. Brooks finds Martel, making a run. Just calmly passes the ball in front of Martel here. Martel did what Martel does. What a wonderful goal there. But now, this results in a 10-0 Stetland corner. Elliott taking it. Tries to find Bailey Deali there. Amba again gives it over to Elliott in the right hand side. Again Elliott was dispossessed by closer there. Another Hollywood corner here with Brooks taking it. Other end swinging one. Blink was there. Brooks now! Jalen Brooks scores! Wait a minute. Was Brooks offside here? Demonstration player certainly think so, but no! VAR was checked and the goal was ultimately awarded for Jalen Brooks. It was a very tight angle. Credit Brooks taking that shot and slotting that into the 10-0 Stetland goal there. So after 30 minutes, 31 minutes, Hollywood FC lead 3-0 in this game, which means the total aggregate now is 7-3 in favor of Hollywood. How did Hefeweizen not score over there? The goal wouldn't have counted anyways because of Closer's offside, but still. Grain now. Grain tries to shoot. Calvin Ball was attentive there. That now has resulted in another Hollywood corner. It's now. Tries to send a footed cross to Closer there, but this time though, Technoclan guys were indeed attentive. Throw in now for 10-0 Stetland. Amba now. It's Pinkman. Tries to pass it off to Blood Flame. Position is still retained by the team from Mexico City. Think now. Line start. To Plink here. Which is play on the left hand side. They are able to connect a good string of passes here. Team from Mexico. And Elliott just wasn't able to hit it with enough power there. They are taking their corner here. Saved by Dunkel Walrus, Hollywood FC keeper. So with that ends the first half. The first match, the second leg of SSL Cup quarterfinals that are being played today. And Hollywood FC lead by 3-0, which means the aggregate score is 7-3 in favor of Hollywood. Now let's see if team from Mexico City, Tenochtitlan, make any substitutions here. They usually do, but have not opted to make any substitutions this time. Hollywoods have started things off here in the second half. Martel now ends in a pinpointed cross to Cormier, but was attentive here this time. Dispossessing it calmly here. Amba now. It's a bombing run on the left hand side, but Green was there. Green was attentive. Cleared it off now. Armoros finds Pinkman. Pinkman pinpoints it to Bailey Daly, and Bailey Daly scores. All the credit here, at least most of the credit here, should go to Pinkman, spotting Bailey Daly in the penalty region. What a beautifully lofted cross that was. All Bailey Daly had to do was head it calmly into the Hollywood goal. Yes, and yes, for a player the credentials of Bailey Daly, it should be easy to do so. So, Stritlan have indeed taken a goal back. Now the deficit is reduced back to 3 goals now. That being said, Hollywood are another attacking scenario here, and Jalen Brooks scores again. Brooks' 9th goal of the season, and he's got a second in this game. I mean, this is typical Hollywood FC football that we've seen from them this season. Kudos to Tortellini over here as well. The beautifully executed fake. I mean, with ball concentrating on Tortellini, or it was indeed a perfect fake here. It resulted in the goal scored by Jalen Brooks. Now the Mamba tries to take a shot. Brilliant save there by Walrusson. Now Stritlan trying to find an instant impact again here. Possession though is still retained by the team from Mexico. That was an inch perfect tackle there by the Hollywood player. But now Arboros back to Volta. Sends it to Daly, and Bailey Daly scores again. It's Bailey Daly's 9th goal of the season. Stritlan at their 2nd goal in this match. The second half, Stritlan have really turned things up to another level. Vision there by Volta, seeing Bailey Daly at least in some sort of space. Bailey Daly did what Bailey Daly does for this team, that is score goals. Now with this, the deficit has again reduced to just 3 goals. I might say just 3 goals is sort of an insurmountable target here. Kudos to Stritlan. They have been playing well. They have been playing with spirit. And these sort of games, for neutral fans, matters a lot too. What's now? It's Martel. Tries to take an audacious attempt from outside the penalty box. Another Hollywood corner here. The second half, Brooks taking it. And how did Hollywood not score from there? Ball was in front of Closa. All he had to was direct it goalwards. Sometimes it looks like pressure, or in this case, ego of scoring goals gets to the most experienced as well. And now Hollywood. Olrosson. Ball is back with ball now. Tries to find Volta. Instead finds Tortellini now on the left hand side. Tries to send in a through ball. Pinkman was attentive there. Rain again now. Into Martel. Can he shoot? He does. Calvin Ball was there, standing in front of him like a guardian deity. Calvin Ball. Because of Calvin Ball, it was a corner. Ultimately, nothing came out of it in the end. Now though, another goal kick. Tenochtitlan. Pinkman chases it. gets it, passes it back to ball. Sends another long ball in an attempt to find De Ali. Possession now. It's with Hollywood. Cormier now finds Ali Dia. Ali Dia. He tries to take a shot. This is brilliant stuff from Hollywood here. Calvin Ball had to make that save. It's clutching a lot. Tell now finds Brooks. It's now again. Another vital save by Calvin Ball here. Which means another Hollywood corner. It's taking it again. Pinkman clears the ball off from the penalty box. Ulta now. Blood Flame tries to pass it to Plink. Hunt anticipating the ball. Pinkman now for Nostetlan. Volta. Calmly disposes there by the Hollywood player. Ross sends it to Elliott. Amba on the left hand side. Fine start. And Blood Flame. Elizabeth Rose Blood Flame. Could have been a goal there. Unlucky for Blood Flame there. It is what it is at the end of the day. Brooks now. Brooks. What a beautiful tackle there by De Ali there. Inside their own penalty box. Nostetlan are making Hollywood work for every goal that they are attempting to score here. Not given up. Nostetlan are like, if we are going out, we go out in style. Grain though. Another beautiful save there by Calvin Ball. Have to commend the effort of all the Nostetlan players here. That being said, and now is with Brooks. It's Lovrich to Cormier. Good ball now. Another very long ball. And he dispossessed now. Martel now tries to find Brooks, but Mamba was there. De Ali, Mamba. Good 1-2 here. Back to De Ali. Now switches play from the right to the left hand side. Cormier now comes into the middle, finds closer. This is rough to Brooks on the right. Brooks now finds Hunt. Green now tries to take a shot. Calvin Ball was there at the end of it, saving it brilliantly. Now finds Brooks. Brooks finds Hunt and Hunt shoots and Hunt scores. It's Hunt's 5th goal of the season and it's Hollywood's 5th goal of the game. With that, Hollywood have shown that they are still in search of more goals here. It's like another Hollywood throw in here. Now, O'Green. This is it back. Lovrich. For Bison now. This is it calmly. The Hollywood keeper. And that's it, folks. It's full time. And first semi-finalists of the SSL Cup this season are Hollywood FC, courtesy of 2 goals from Jalen Brooks, 1 from Evan Hunt, and 1 another player. Credit where credit is due though. Tenochtitlan did play well. Right. Two from Martel, two from Brooks, and one from Ewan Hunt. And Jalen Brooks wins the Player of the Match award for this match for their 2 goals and 2 assists with a 9.6 rating. That was first quarter final in the second leg. Results. Thanks to those results, we now know first team who have been qualified this year's semi-finals. It is Hollywood FC. Moving on to game 2 now then. It's time for an all Brazil and Argentina special. CA Buenos Aires and União Sao Paulo are locked at 1-1 after a very tense first leg. Sao Paulo might have an edge on form, at least if you compare it to the league form they have right now. CABA purely have the passion and pride, playing a team based out of Brazil. Their Argentinian pride certainly make sure that they play to their fullest advantage here. Instead, we go. Hashimoto taking the corner. Hashimoto. He finds Hashimoto again. Looks like Sao Paulo have started off with a bang here. Attack. Welshtrasine-Smith now. Welshtrasine-Smith scores! It's Welshtrasine-Smith's third goal of the season. Sao Paulo take the lead in the first 2 minutes. They also lead the aggregate by 2-1 now. Archibald finds Nerve de Groot here. Sees Welshtrasine-Smith making a run. Welshtrasine-Smith just simply calls the ball. Eases it into the back of the net. So after 2 minutes, folks, União Sao Paulo 1, Buenos Aires 0. And Sao Paulo currently now lead the aggregate 2-1. Guilherme now. Inside. Shortlow. Gaine. Tries to find Hashimoto. Back to Gaine. Set of passes here and Rubio. Brilliant work there from Sao Paulo. But unfortunately for Rubio, the ball just hit the crossbar. Unlucky stop there. Ruben now with the throw in for CABA. And Carl now. And Carl tries to take a shot. Aguilera saves the ball and holds on to it. Hashimoto now taking another corner here. Hashimoto finds Kirkpatrick and Kirkpatrick scores! It's a goal for União Sao Paulo. Buenos Aires will certainly have their work cut out right now. Sao Paulo have taken a 2-goal lead in this match, which means they have a 2-goal advantage over CA Buenos Aires. The aggregate score as well. What a wonderfully executed set piece there by União Sao Paulo. It's 2-0 in favor of União Sao Paulo now. That was some effort there by Mulder. He fans had thought that had gone in. Here, another attempt by Buenos Aires. Ruben now tries to pass it off to Olieri. Sao Paulo players were attentive. De Groot now makes a bombing run on the right. Tries to find Rubio. That's over the bar. Yakra now to Genkan. Tries to take a shot. Unlucky there for Genkan. That shot hit the crossbar. The goalkeeper was beaten. Unfortunately for Genkan, that did not go inside the Sao Paulo goal. Aguilera now tries to send in a long ball to find Rubio. Duck is attentive enough. Wrestle it back. Now the possession is back with the team from Buenos Aires. Ruben now tries to find Scott. Great challenge there from Welsh to Zion Smith. Sees the possession changing hands from CABA to Sao Paulo now. Cotswold. Gaine. It's like Rubio is offside. He was just to have blocked the keeper's view over there. Beatty now. Sakhabu. Nice to send in a long ball. To find Scott. Typical route from football here, but Degroot now. Degroot tries to shoot. It looks like, anyways, even if the ball had gone in, it wouldn't have counted because Degroot was offside there. Cotswold and Mulder. Cotswold again. Welsh to Zion Smith. Degroot. And what a wonder save there by Misak Khabiri. Goalkeeper is certainly, after conceding those 2 goals, is in top form right now. It's like Misak Khabiri has woken up, and another beautiful save by Khabiri. What are we seeing here from Khabiri? After conceding those 2 goals, Khabiri is now like a Superman, saving anything that comes near to the vicinity of the goal. Now it completely depends upon Buenos Aires attackers. If they can score a goal or 2, they can certainly come into the match again. So all the Buenos Aires fans will find no complaint about Misak Khabiri's performance in this first half. With that, we enter into the half-time break. Sao Paulo 2, Buenos Aires 0, which means the aggregate score is 3-1 in favor of Sao Paulo. As teams have moved into the half-time break, they will certainly be tweaking their formations. Get that small inch of advantage they could find. Because between these 2 teams, Buenos Aires scored just 1 goal. It will be a completely different game. Snooks moving forward. It's like trying to do the same thing. It now finds Gaine to Kirkpatrick. Welsh to Zion Smith to head. Nice to pass it to Cotswold. Back to Kirkpatrick. Beautiful 1-touch, 2-touch or 3-touch passing football we are seeing here from Sao Paulo. Welsh to Zion Smith to Gaine. Mulder. Hashimoto now. Finds Rubio. Brilliant work there from Hashimoto in spotting Rubio in the first place. Rubio, highest goal scorer for Sao Paulo, leading their attack. Rubio has to score such sort of chances. Rubio wants to lead the goal scoring charts. As I was talking that, a wonderful effort there by the Buenos Aires attackers. Aguilera had to make a stretching save. Yofiakrana. Ruben. And Munoz. And what a shot there. And an even better stop from Aguilera. Both the keepers are on their A game today. It's just that Misak Khabiri just found his after 2 goals were conceded by him. Even though those 2 goals weren't really his mistakes, then one looks at the scoreline without watching this match. Primary blame ultimately would be given to a goalkeeper itself. Sad reality, but true. That being said, Buenos Aires now attempting to launch a counter-attack here. Gaine tries to pass it to De Groot, but Snooks intercepts it beautifully. Passes it off to Rubin in the right hand side. Inkal now tries to find O'Leary, but head swooping back in, intercepting it and passing it off to Hashimoto. Mulder now finds Rubio. Can he shoot? And he shoots. And it's Julian Rubio's 19th goal of the season. It's the third goal of União Sao Paulo here. And after 57 minutes, it's 3-0 in favor of União Sao Paulo in this match. Which means lead the aggregate 4-1. Wonderful through ball there by Mulder. Ultimately, everything started because of that slab head interception there. Nozaris now. Who's the ball? To Rubio now. Tries to find a shot. Rubio is offside there. Hashimoto now. Line. Hashimoto sends in a floated cross. De Groot. It was over the bar, unfortunately for De Groot there. Another Sao Paulo throw in. Hashimoto taking it again. Hashimoto to Mulder. Mulder now tries to take a shot. Mulder almost pulled the impossible there. He could have probably shot it if it was any other keeper guarding the goal in the place of Misak Khabiri. Khabiri was alert in that moment. Ultimately, Mulder was not able to shoot there. Now though, Leary is to find Scott. Slap head, intercepts it beautifully. Rubio now again tries to take a shot, and Rubio scores the 20th goal of his season. The defenders are appealing for offside. Buenos Aires certainly think that Rubio was offside. VAR also has confirmed the same. Goal has been disallowed. The score still remains 3-0 for Sao Paulo. Allison now. Puts the ball into Snooks. Allison again. Tries to find Genkal. Peixoto was alert over there. Munoz now. Duck. Yakra to Munoz. Passes it back to Khabiri. Ruben. Beautiful string of passes here by the CA Buenos Aires players. Genkal now. Tries to find in Snooks. McManus hits the post there. Unlucky for McManus. This is the second time CA Buenos Aires attacker has hit the keeper. But instead of the ball falling into the Sao Paulo's goal, it struck the crossbar. Honest now. Ruben. To Duck. Manus. Your Fiacra now. Tries to pass it to Snooks. De Groot. Anticipating everything. Is running as if it's attached to his legs. Possession now. Sao Paulo playing some beautiful one-touch passing football here. Hashimoto now tries to find Rubio. Instead finds De Groot. De Groot heads the ball over the goal. Yofiakra now. A direct free kick. But the ball hits Peixoto on the wall. Which means it will be a Buenos Aires corner. Buenos Aires are doing everything. Deny Sao Paulo a clean sheet. This fixture. And another ball. Another time the ball hit the crossbar. Unlucky there for the CA Buenos Aires player. It was a beautifully executed set piece routine. Just looks like Buenos Aires just don't have the luck today. Listen now. Passes it back to Munoz. And we enter into 2 minutes of added time. Ruben now. And Zolieri. And that should have been a goal. That should have been a goal. But what a wonderful save there by Aguilera. Tipped the ball. Now has resulted in a Buenos Aires corner. Fiacra now. Hayes has passed it. Welch to Saint Smith now. Taking a free kick. It's a direct one. That's well held by Khabiri. There's the full-time whistle, folks. After 90 minutes of wonderful football, we see União Sao Paulo advancing to the semi-finals after this second match, this second leg of quarterfinals. It's União Sao Paulo 3, CA Buenos Aires 0. And thanks to one assist and extraordinary defensive duty covered by Yoma Hashimoto, he deservedly win the player of the match this second fixture. That's it, folks. We have two semi-finalists confirmed. It's Hollywood and União Sao Paulo. Moving on to the third and fourth matches. We have Hollywood's and União Sao Paulo's minors teams facing against majors oppositions. Third match now. Reykjavik United versus FC Kapstad. Kapstad somehow held Reykjavik to just 1-0 in the first leg. And if they can somehow complete this miracle, somehow overcome the deficit and beat Reykjavik today, and Paris do the same in Shanghai in their upcoming match, then we could have majors versus minors semi-finals awaiting us. Lightning now. Passes off to Skopgard. Like 2% now. Skopgard. Beautiful string of passes inside the penalty area. Yes, ultimately goal kick. And Neymar Ineos. Was not a goal. Maldonado now to Shaheen. To Maldonado. The referee blows the whistle. Looks like it'll be a penalty. Referee certainly running towards the VAR to confirm whether their decision was correct or not. Referee certainly reviewing the footage. Referee gives it. The VAR has side with the referee, which means Rashford will be taking the penalty now. Rashford scores. It's 1-0 for Reykjavik United. Which means aggregate advantage for Reykjavik after this goal. It's a healthy 2-goal lead. Tackles now, taking the corner. Organ now. Position back with Kapstad. Was beautifully intercepted by Girard. Aisberg finds Shaheen. To Rashford. It'll be a goal kick. Another Reykjavik win. Morgan tries to find Skovgaard, but Neymar intercepts it beautifully. Astash Maldonado. Pruskin now, back to Maldonado. To Pruskin. Certainly are passing between one another. Now the ball is with Wall Jr. to Girard. Marinho now. Isberg. Girard. Pruskin. Urkel. Finds tentacles. And Rashford scores! Miko Rashford the second scores! Was a bit unlucky for Capstad, as Jones had made a wonderful effort saving the ball from the tentacles shot. But unfortunately, after the save, the ball and straight in front of Rashford. Wasted no time in kicking the ball into the empty net. But after 20 minutes, it's 2-0 in favour of Reykjavik. They have the overall aggregate advantage of 3-0. Girard now. Marinho moves across from left to right. Finds Maldonado. Ashworth. Can he shoot? Does. But Wall Jr. was there protecting the Reykjavik goal like a guardian deity. Which means it will be a corner for FC Kapstad here. Fantovens. Means do it. Looks like ultimately nothing came out of it in the end. Puskin now. Geisberg. Del Polo shoots and it's a goal kick. Alderon now with the Kapstad throw in. Fantovens finds Skovgaard. Moves into the middle. Passes back to do it. Branca now. Lightning. Skovgaard finds Gorgon. Takes a shot. So close for Gorgon. Ultimately was goal kick. Reykjavik United. Ganau. Calderon. Gorgon again. Finds Lightning. To Branca. Skovgaard now finds Do It. Like 2% finds some space. This is rough Dobra. Gorgon! Looks like Gorgon is offside there, so even if the ball had gone into the Reykjavik goal, it wouldn't have counted anyways. Start throwing. Wait now. Passes it back to the keeper. Urkel intercepts it beautifully. Shaheen now. And Shaheen scores! George Shaheen's 6th goal of the season. What a fine goal all around. After 35 minutes, folks, Reykjavik United lead by 3-0. Wonderful interception by Urkel there. All leading in. It was the starting point of that attack from Reykjavik United. This clearly shows how dangerous a team Reykjavik United is. With this play. So it's half time. The third match, this quarterfinals leg 2, and Reykjavik United lead comfortably by a margin of 3-0. The XG chart shows how dominant they were in this first half. Credit to Kapstad, although they are a minor league team here. So they are heavy underdogs in this fixture. They certainly haven't played completely defensive football. They also have tried to attack, score in some goals. With that being said, we move on to the second half. Pinas and Tomiumov are in as the substitutes for FC Kapstadt. Pinas now. Alron. Shaheen applying a good amount of defensive pressure. Calderon now. Looks like it will be a Kapstadt corner here. This corner in the second half. Wait, finds Kupinas. Can he shoot? He does, but Wall Jr. grabs the ball easily. Franca now with Kafgard. In Kupinas on the right. Tentacles clears the ball away from the penalty box. That like 2% now. Stuff to Lightning. Back to at like 2%. Kafgard now. And Phantomens. He tries to take a shot. Wall Jr. turns the ball behind. Beautiful save there from the Reykjavik keeper. It means another Kapstadt corner here in the second half. So unlucky for Do It there. Extremely unlucky there. Do It. Hey, another start corner. Kupinas. Looks like volley from Kupinas. Calderon and deflected into the goal. But the deflection was so hard. The goal was ultimately awarded. Calderon there. A beautiful volley there by Kupinas. From the looks of it, the ball got deflected twice. Once from Neymarinho, second to Calderon. And it looks like Santos Neymarinho now is injured. Certainly is a bad time for Reykjavik United. But at the same time, for the neutrals, get to see super subs come into play. And every time a super sub comes into play, I as a commentator certainly wish for a super sub goal. Will we see it though? At like 2% now. Girard. And super sub. Off now. And Fantobens. It looks like Fantobens was indeed in an offside position. Maldonado now with Reykjavik throw in. Rashford finds Urkel to Maldonado. Lightning clears it off. Position still remains with Reykjavik. Skin now. Geisberg. Tentacles. Super sub now. Kupinas clears it off. But though Tentacles is running back like a mad dog. Chased after the ball. And Urkel now finds super sub. But like 2% was there. Covering that zone. Geisberg to Del Perlo to super sub now. Super sub shoots and super sub goals. Shoots a goal. It's a super sub goal. Did super sub spray offside there? Was not. The goal has been awarded. And it's a super sub goal. Reykjavik United will lead by 4-1 in this match. You always love to see a super sub goal, don't you? Wonderfully timed run there by super sub. Resulting in Reykjavik super sub's first goal of the season. Owns now. Like 2%. Kofgard. Yes! Upstart are certainly not moving away from their attacking brand of football. Even though they are trailing by 3 goals in this game, they certainly are sticking to it. That results to another corner here for FC Capstar. Benz takes it. Girard clears the ball away easily. Okay, now Raheen won with the possession of the ball. Pluskin now. Fine circle. Tries to take a shot. Jones punches it away, and at like 2%, who scrambled the ball away, is now injured. It looked like at like 2% was playing on with a knock. But unfortunately for him, he could not continue with it for the rest of the game. Hoops up now, tries to take another shot. Was blocked by start player there. In now. Off bursts away, but Maldonado calmly dispossessed him. Paul Jr. now. This is to Geisberg, and there it is, folks. That's the full-time whistle. And with this match, it's Reykjavik United who are the third semi-finalists of this season's SSL Cup. Nico Rashford the second, taking the Player of the Match trophy with 2 goals and 1 assist. Credit where credit is due, though. Capstad played with passion, with heart. But unfortunately for them, Reykjavik United was too big a mountain to surpass. With that, we have our 3 SSL Cup semi-finalists confirmed with Hollywood, União Sao Paulo, and Reykjavik United. That being said, though, fourth match is Shanghai Dragons versus União Sao Paulo's minor league team AS Paris. What a matchup we have here. Dragons, the Shanghai Dragons, lead by 3 goals to 1. Here come the Dreamers, AS Paris. Certainly the last team standing in this competition from the minors with nothing to lose. If they are going to do the impossible, ideally should start with an early goal and belief. Belief is important, mind you. Shanghai don't give up leads that early and that easily. Something special is brewing in this one, I'll tell you. That being said, yes, Paris kick things off. Oh, he tries to find Belmont. Belmont shoots, but blocked by the Dragons player. Ohenahan now. Del Vecchio couldn't control the ball. Leads to Paris throw-in. Insterhausen now passes it back to Aoi. Belmont now. At the goal. Strikes it just over. Paris did enter the scoring books with that goal. It would have been some match to witness. Wasn't to be the case. Del Vecchio now trying to take a shot. Blizzard gets himself in front of the ball. Blocks it. As things stands now, as per the XG chart, it looks like yes, Paris have a slight advantage over Shanghai Dragons here. The Parisians are certainly playing with their entire heart. They certainly are playing like men on mission. Certainly are playing like dreamers. They certainly want to spoil Shanghai's mood today. Will they be able to overcome a 2-goal deficit against a major league team like Shanghai? And Eric Belmont there really scores a goal. Kechi though preventing that. Now the corner now for AS Paris. They are certainly trying to pile on the pressure. And how was that not a goal? A beautiful piece of defending from Damien De Soto there. A young Shanghai defender giving his all in this first half, making sure Paris won't score that opening goal. Zabawine now finds Belmont. He's all on his own. What a move though from Association de Paris. AS Paris. But unfortunately for Belmont, just doesn't look like it is his day. Position now back with Sabawine as they stop the play. It's like there was some sort of out there. Habjanic now. Beautifully executed shot there. McTendy had to make the save there, which means we have a Shanghai Dragons corner here. Not taking it. Backward now. Even though none of the teams have scored a goal so far, certainly is looking like Paris' half as they are continuing to pile on the pressure. Shanghai Dragons. As Ronwich takes a shot, that also hits the crossbar. Unlucky there for Paris. Kechi now finds Ken. And passes it back to Takechi. Soto. Big Mac Johnson. Hohenhan to Habjanic. Finds Hohenhan. Hohenhan and Thomas Hohenhan scores a goal for Shanghai Dragons. Completely against the run of play. And who else for Shanghai Dragons? Their talismanic striker Thomas Hohenhan. This now has completely changed the equations. Paris now trailed by a 3-goal deficit on aggregate. It certainly looks like it should be a tall ask for AS Paris today. Sabawine now. This is to Aoi. Instahausen. Okoro. And Sabawine in the middle. Beautiful set of passing here from AS Paris. Ultimately, they just couldn't find that goal. Vala now. Position though still with Paris. Takechi makes a comfortable save there. Paris are certainly throwing all bodies in front. They certainly believe they have the capability to score goals against this Shanghai side. As things stand, they want to qualify for the semi-finals. They have to at least score 3 goals in the next 55 minutes. Aoi now throws it to Belmont. Foot kicks now to Bradford to Sabawine to Belmont is just having an atrocious day in front of the goal, isn't he? And that's the half time, folks. Shanghai Dragons lead by 1-0. Despite what you see from the XG chart, it will be a tough ask for AS Paris, my league team, get rid of a 3-goal deficit. Weirder things have happened in football. Let's see, what do we have in play? This final leg 2 quarterfinals fixture in this season's SSL Cup. Logically, Shanghai Dragons have made in a substitution bringing in more defensive reinforcements, substituting Aiden Hutchinson Jr. in place of the young Damian De Soto. Balana, Okoro, Easterhausen, is to find Lizard. Easterhausen somehow manages to keep the ball. Well held from Takechi there. Sheer quality though from McFootcake's header. Throw in. Lizard now. Lizard finds Dybala and Leandro Dybala scores their 10th goal of the season. It's 1-1 now, which means the aggregate has just moved 4-2. Has just moved to 4-2. Tigers now have to score 2 more goals. They want to stay alive in these competitions, but will they? Will Shanghai Dragons defend their 2-goal advantage here? Ramson Okoro now passes it to Fensterhausen. Aoi on the right hand side. Makes a run on the right. Beautifully floated across from Bradford. Sails over the crossbar though. Wonderful vision there by Ashito Aoi. Unfortunately for Bradford, just wasn't meant to be a goal. Up now, Ford, Hutchinson Jr., Takechi, Matt Johnson, Heinz Bob, which is a play on to the right. Finding Del Vecchio, moves into the middle, sends it back to Big Matt Johnson. Shanghai certainly don't want the AS Paris players have the ball. Vecchio now sends it across. Enzo Enhan was sublime though from Del Vecchio. Unfortunately for Oenhan, just couldn't hit the shot into the AS Paris goal. Said though, 30 more minutes, less than just 30 minutes of play remaining. Shanghai Dragons have a 2-goal lead in the aggregate. Habjanic now passing off to Voda. Almont now tries to dribble it, but Big Matt Johnson was there, intercepting it, finding it to Del Vecchio. Bjanic now tries to take a shot, but unlucky there for Vito Habjanic. Ball did beat the keeper, McTendy. Hit the crossbar. Unfortunately, was not a goal for Shanghai Dragons. Now though, sour wine. Well, now with the goalkeeper, McTendy. Footcakes. Dybala. Lateral Lizard now. Angry Lizard finds Ron Wins and Ron Wins scores. Ron Wins scores. And it's just a matter of 1 goal. What is this? Shanghai Dragons players are certainly complaining, but the goal is awarded. Goal is awarded. The aggregate difference is just 1 goal now. AS Paris players believe they do have a chance now. Ron wins so. What a time to score their 4th goal of the season. Almont now attacking. Heinz wins. Big Matt Johnson intercepts it. Assist off to Del Vecchio, who is making a beautiful run on the right hand side. Del Vecchio now to Habjanic. Now the ball is with Dybala. Sabawine. Ankla Sabawine passes it off to Angry Lizard again. Aoi is to take a shot. Great agility there from the Shanghai Dragons keeper. Means, folks, it's another AS Paris corner. Mistimed shot from Dybala. Sees that. Ball goes off for a goal kick. Win now for AS Paris. Footcakes. Footcakes. Stahausen to Aoi. Pass to Dybala. Dybala. Belmont finds Ronwitz. And Ronwitz scores. Ronwitz scores. And the aggregate is even. It's all even after 75 minutes of this leg 2. Man oh man, what a match we've been having so far. AS Paris were able to convert their shots into goals. Credit where credit is due. Ron wins. Scores the second goal of this game. Scores his second goal of this game. Man oh man. It's 4-all in aggregate. This is what cup football is all about. AS Paris coming in as the underdogs. And it certainly now looks like they do have a chance now. Footcakes now. Footcakes finds our way. Oh, he doesn't. It's Stahausen now. Finds the Bala. And wins. The beautiful save there by Takechi. All the players must be feeling the pressure there. Dybala now. Leandro Dybala taking the corner again. Big Mac Johnson clears off the danger. And after 90 minutes of gameplay, it's 3-1 in favor of AS Paris. Paris scoring all their 3 goals in the second half. Courtesy of 2 goals from Ron Wins. Just completely flipped the game. Completely changed the script. And we now head on to extra time. The game stay in extra time. Will any of the teams score in this extra time? Will we go to penalties? But certainly something to look forward to. What a game we've had so far. Certainly not what I was expecting this game. Because Shanghai Dragons were comfortably the favourites. The way they played in the first leg certainly looked like they had this match in their bag. Paris, oh Paris, certainly are the dreamers, Parisians. Certainly have shown that if you have guts, if you have the spirit, and if you play this kind of football, giant killing can happen. So we are now in the second half of extra time. Third now. Finds Belmont. Unlucky for Belmont. Belmont just hasn't had game we all were expecting out of Belmont, thanks to their performances this season. Now though, Bradford initiates a counter-attack. Belmont now wins. It was intercepted by the Shanghai players. Up now, finds Ford. Vic Johnson now finds Bob again. And Stahausen clears the ball off to Beckford Gates. And it certainly now looks like the match is going penalties. But what is this? Wins? Ron wins? Oh! Wonderful stuff there from AS Paris. It certainly looks like neither of the teams wants to risk a penalty shootout. What would certainly be the last play in this second half of extra time. The ball moved safely over the net, which means, folks, for the first times in this quarterfinals, we are going to a penalty shootout. And unfortunately for Shanghai Dragons, though, I mean, both the teams have been unlucky in their shootout lucks last season's SSL Cup. Dragons losing 18-17 if I remember correctly last season's penalty shootout. Paris losing out to Cairo City. Belmont stepping up. Belmont finally scores in this game. Means Paris take a 1-0 lead. To Habjanic now. On my Parisian. And he shoot. He does. And he scores. It's 1-all now. It's all even. And AS Paris is the signing this season. Bradford steps in. And Bradford scores. It's 2-1 for AS Paris now. And Shanghai Dragons, his talismanic striker Thomas O'Hanlon steps in. Shoots. McTendy just do nothing but watch the game. Watch the ball soar into the net. It's 2-all now. Bala takes the shot and scores it. It's 3-2 now in favor of AS Paris. Look at this. It's Takechi who's taking the penalty. Takechi shoots, but McTendy saves it. McTendy saves it. And it's advantage Paris now. It's Jacob Fensterhouse in the centre back taking the penalty now. Hicks shoots and scores. AS Paris lead by 4-2. Now, Shanghai Dragons have to score this penalty to stay alive in this competition. Who's taking it? It's Ford. Aaron Ford who's taking it. Aaron Ford steps in. Shoots, and McTendy saves it. McTendy saves it. That's it, folks. After a wonderful penalty shootout, it indeed is AS Paris who are qualifying as the fourth semi-finalist in Season 21's SSL Cup. They are the only team from the minors who have qualified for the semi-finals this season. And it's all celebrations in the AS Paris dugout. What a night of football we've just witnessed today. Certainly, the best was saved for the last. So with that being said, we now have our 4 semi-finalists of Season 21's SSL Cup. They are Hollywood FC, União Sao Paulo, Reykjavik United, and the AS Paris. There you have it. 4 teams stand tall, but only one can lift the cup. Hollywood and Sao Paulo, and even Reykjavik, bring firepower and form. Surely are battle-tested and resilient. As for AS Paris, they are the underdogs here. It certainly would be the people's team. Because who doesn't love an underdog story? And they are playing with nothing to lose and everything to prove. Finals leg 2 coverage from me, Summerstood. And what a wonderful set of games we've had so far. We go then. The next matches. I know. I'm looking forward to see which 2 teams are pitted against each other in this season's SSL Cup semi-finals. That being said, this is your host and commentator Summerstood signing off. And I certainly hope to see you around in an upcoming fixture this season or later. Thank you and enjoy your day.